hey, 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 ooh, hey, 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 hey. I'm the ooh, hey, 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 hey.
Lab Boys! Hey! Oh shit, it's those motherfucking Lab Boys. Welcome to the Lab Boys podcast. This is episode 32. E-Man, why don't we throw it back? What is that in Japanese?
Oh, dude, come on, you can't catch me. No, I can't.
What is it in Spanish then, at least?
32.
Okay. There we go.
Was hard.
This is podcast episode 32. Shout out to E-Man for covering that. My name is Alwa Gordon. I rep that 88 over everything. That's over every single thing. I'm here with my boy.
Krishan.
Yeah, just Kushan this time. I'm also here with
Sanjuni. Oh wait, that's 32. That's 32.
Oh, come on, no.
Manuel.
Hey, we're here with E-Man Days, our resident translator. Yeah, thank you for that, E-Man. Also here with special guest
Triana.
Hey,
Triana!
for those of you guys that don't know, Triana is an amazing musician, and she's actually going to play a song later on in this podcast. So yeah, make sure you check it out, and thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
And checking out the podcast. Yeah. Hey, Kushan, when does this podcast start?
The podcast starts right now.
Ooh. Boom! All right, you said you wanted to start off, so what do you got for these Lab
This
Boys?
is just something light.
Keep it
start
light.
off with something
Keep it light.
All right,
So light.
we've all
Light beer.
lived life.
For real? I don't know, man.
Forever.
And shit. So this is the funny part, though. Okay, we've all probably believed in one conspiracy theory.
Oh.
So what is your favorite conspiracy theory throughout your whole life?
To believe in. Right.
That I actually believed in?
That you actually believe in.
Shit, I don't know.
Or believed in. It doesn't matter.
Damn, bro, you come down.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
That's
you. I knew that would be
shit.
one for you. I like that.
I don't really believe in conspiracy theories.
Oh, so because it's a conspiracy theory, you just never believe it? Because it's a conspiracy theory? Come on, man. You're better than that.
No.
Can you name a few, dude? Maybe just to get our minds going and shit. Like,
We never we never went to the moon.
okay, that's fun. Yeah.
Dude, I just feel like...
Aliens exist. Aliens came down here.
I rep the fuck out of that. Aliens
see-
are
see
so
what I mean?
totally here.
Mind jogger.
So you think aliens are here?
No, I'm sorry, but there are so many different UFO influences. Also, the whole Apollo shit. Can we just take a second? Where are the records for that? That's how Hillary almost got in office.
You talking about us not going to the moon?
Yeah, well, not going to the moon. One of our different excursions going into space.
Oh, yeah.
And Hillary said she was going to release all of those files, all the supernatural files. One of the reasons that she almost got elected, because all of us conspiracy theory motherfuckers were like, no, like, I really want to know what the fuck actually happened.
Yeah.
And then they didn't tell us, because there's extraterrestrial life.
So okay, so right there, that's a
Boom.
conspiracy theory.
All right.
That's one of
I
them.
would have
E-Man,
to go,
what about you?
Yeah. Ancient aliens, though. Not just like, but like
Okay.
from back then.
And all just doesn't believe in no
I just don't believe in conspiracy
Nothing.
I feel like, okay, if that shit is real, dope, but it's not impacting my life right now, so I'm not.
Oh, don't be that guy.
That's the truth.
He's that guy.
guy.
That's not a lie. That's a Lab Boy certified answer.
All right, man.
Stamp me up.
For the longest time, I believed that Tupac was still alive.
Oh,
Why,
shit.
Huh?
Why?
There's so many things that were said, and I studied every song, did every report on Tupac growing up.
Oh, shit.
Dude, the whole Seven theory, crazy. Right before he passed away, his album that he named was called Machiavelli, The Dawn Killuminati, The 7 Day Theory, right? And then he passes away, he gets shot on September 7th, he survives 7 days before he passes away, and that's just a couple of the sevens. But think about it, you name your album The 7 Day Theory, and then you get shot, you survive 7 days, and coincidentally the album that you release right when you're about to die is called The 7 Day Theory.
Machiavelli.
Coincidental, man.
Do you believe it now?
No.
Is he still alive?
Nah, I don't think he's alive.
So he died already, but he was alive.
He was alive. He went to 7-Eleven.
No. I don't think. I think I was wrong. But I think it's just a crazy
He
thing.
dialed 476.
And then remember the lyrics you say? He's like, I heard rumors I died, murdered in cold blood, traumatized. Pictures of me in my final states, mama cried. But that was fiction. Some coward got the story twisted, like he no longer existed, mysteriously missing.
Oh, he did get shot though.
I know that, and that's what I'm saying. You can relate that to some of that. But this is after all that. And then his last music video that he released. In his last music video, he released with him in the music video. He died in that music video. And then he dies right after. So it's either he planned his death, or
he just had bad luck.
Or he just got shot.
So
Yo, man.
okay, but that's
Yo,
just
man,
the
we
shit that
about
I
to
was
roll out this new marketing shit.
That's
It's called
dope, that's dope.
Machiavelli.
So that's just-
Everything's Machiavelli.
Hey, you dope. Dog.
So
you dope.
I appreciate
He's
you.
pretty
man. I
dope.
appreciate
This guy's
you.
pretty
So
dope.
yeah, that's my conspiracy thing.
Hey!
I just wanted to start it off fun.
That's it.
Snaps to that
You guys
shit.
comment down below what your conspiracy theories are, and we'll say we like them too. Yeah, because we all believe them.
We'll check him out.
You don't know. Alba won't like him because he doesn't.
Only
believe in
look at
conspiracy
7
theories.
though.
Hey! If it's
Only
7
7.
o'clock, if it's 7 o'clock, yeah, I might look
Rest
at
in
it.
peace, Pop.
E-Man, what do you got for these people?
Yo, I just want to know.
Where are you looking? You were looking there.
I was talking to Rodrigo over here.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a couple people. We have staff
go.
around here.
Yeah, he's funny. He's silly. He's bashful.
A little bit.
E-Man, what do you got
Hey,
for
I
him?
want to know. You know when you listen to a song, right?
Yeah, I know when I.
And
listen.
then when you watch the video to the song,
Yeah.
it's totally different, right?
Oh,
like, I
shit.
mean, has it ever, like, you didn't like the song and then you saw the video and you were like, oh shit, this song's dope.
Hell yeah.
What
Yeah.
song? What video?
America, Childish Gambino. When I first heard that shit, I was kind of sitting there and I'm like, you're kind of fucking up gospel right now, brother.
Yeah.
Like, this is really not. Like, I didn't expect this from you after that Redbone shit. Like, I thought you were suave. And then I saw the video and I'm like, oh,
That's
shit. Like, all right, you're woke. I accept it.
It's crazy too. Just seeing a visual can almost just make you like the song. Like if you like the music video, right? Like I remember when I watched, and this is not like a big song now, but "Find Your Love" by Drake.
Oh, that was a good one.
I didn't like that song at first, and then I heard the song, or I saw the music video, and I was like, dude, this song's tight. This song's tight because it's just catchy. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's how I felt with that one song. Throwing it back to the old YouTube days. You know that guy that's like the Numa, yeah. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Oh my god, are you serious?
I hate that.
Man!
No.
Well, you know, actually good for you guys, because that's some annoying ass shit that gets stuck in your head. Still stuck in my head
Right.
13 years later, so.
What's the old school YouTube days? Like 2000. When did they come out? 2008?
I think,
You know,
when they
like
first.
2002?
Oh shit.
Damn, that's what
2003?
Way back in the day. What's up with you, man? You got some time?
Yeah, so that's what it is. E-Man, thank you so much for that. Way to drop that knowledge on him.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So I'm going to toss out something kind of wild here because we're going to go Love Boy sooner or later. And this kind of popped up. Do you think a threesome can save a relationship?
What? Whoa. That's some shit. I never thought I'd hear that question.
That all depends.
Yes,
It really does
it
depend.
does.
What is this a cis relationship?
Like, give us a
They
scenario.
talking about?
Is this
break it
like?
down.
Is this
I'm
like?
just asking the
either
question.
No, but no, you gotta give us the
So one of
specifics,
the
Just asking the question.
people in the
Okay,
relationship were like, "Yo,
No.
if we do this, it'll save our relationship."
No, okay, here, think about this. Think about it like this. So there's a couple,
Break it
right?
down, okay.
And sexually they are frustrated, sexually they just don't gel together anymore, they've become boring sexually, right?
Barring.
But when you get a third person, it becomes interesting for the partners. It becomes exciting again because you have someone new that can rev it up.
I feel like
I'm just throwing a scenario out there.
I feel like it could also destroy the relationship. Because what if?
So that's what I'm asking.
Either or.
Yeah.
I like
Can it save a relationship?
Look, you gotta be.
I
No.
say no. I say no.
No, I say no.
I don't see a situation where they're saying a threesome saved my life.
You were leaning along those lines though. And
I'm playing devil's advocate, and I'm just
No, but
you
get
know?
this, yo. So
here we go.
if you got a cis couple, right?
What's a cis couple?
A cis couple is a male and a female.
Oh, like
Just a regular heterosexual
okay.
fucking
Heterosexual
couple.
Oh, okay.
So they're fighting and shit.
Yeah.
And everything's not really working out, and then they get a third party. And let's say that third party chick or dude, whatever, is if your girl is really like pissed about everything, feeling super underappreciated, you bring in the third party. What you gotta know going into a threesome with a guy and a girl is it's all about the girl. Straight up, because
Ooh,
people,
that's a good
she's
point.
gonna get jealous no matter what the fuck happens unless
Right.
she's the star of the
I
fucking
like the way you
show.
move.
And what
High five
I
for
think
threesomes.
is like, honestly, if you are both focusing on the girl, then it gets the other person in the relationship to see her being appreciated and be like, yo, I'm not gonna fuck up anymore. Like, she's some hot shit. Like, watching that shit go down and getting that little stroke of jealousy, you're like, I'm fucking up. Like, all right.
Threesomes can
That's
save
why
a
we got it on the
relationship.
podcast.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Damn it. Damn it.
So yeah.
Talk to your girl, Triana.
Fight.
What up?
Yeah.
Dope, dope.
That was good. That was good. That was a good point.
Yeah, so you guys comment down below exactly what you think about threesomes and saving relationships.
Damn.
Hey.
Sean, what do you got for these lab boys, dude?
Hey, all right. So before
I told you it was wild.
you said we're gonna go Love Boys, right? So before we go Love Boys, I'll go ahead and I'll throw out an art type question.
Okay.
All right.
Artsy.
Do you think art can hurt society?
Ooh, hell yeah.
And if you do think so, please give me some kind of example or a situation where art can or has hurt the society we live in.
I think when it's like cheaply distributed, it can
How
hurt.
so?
I mean, I just imagine people that are very original in their work, and then someone sees that and just gets copied and like distributed at a mass level, and then it's just
Break it down, man.
So I mean, like the same way, and this hasn't happened, but let's say like an artist like Banksy, right? Like a really like famous underground artist. Like a company like Coca-Cola approaches him and like buys out pieces of his likeness and then uses that to sell their product. Like that's why I think art can be bad.
Where it becomes too
When
commercial.
you have
No, but they
corporations,
capitalize.
when you have
on-
corporations
yeah,
that come
exactly.
in,
Because does it compromise the art then?
it's
that what you're
not
saying?
that they're using art to sell a product. That's when I think it can be harmful.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I feel.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Not on this podcast, guys.
I feel like it could if it invokes like messages of like
Destruction?
negative messages. Like,
So and
then people follow that. Follow suit. It's.
Before I say my thing, go.
Well, that was it. That was it.
So I was gonna say that I think, just like I've heard songs where they mention drug use, and it's not really condoning or promoting drug use. It's just kind of talking about how what drugs have done in their life and the destruction of drugs. But then I've also heard songs where it's kind of senselessly promoting drugs, and it's not, But who am I to discredit your art? But I think at that level it can be harmful because then you have a bunch of kids trying things
Right,
because
yeah.
people they look up to.
Lil Wayne.
What do you think?
I totally agree with what you're saying, and I think that it can be super harmful. I think that we've raised a whole generation of boys on mumble rap and girls on rap that's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck, like, this bitch just bouncing on my dick. Like, we just completely dehumanize the girl, and then we have music videos on top of that where he's laying naked in a bed with 16 other bitches around and being like, yeah, all these bitches just want to lick on my cock. Like, that's normal. And then you get little 11-year-old boys being like, she just wants to lick on my cock, and next time they walk up to a girl, how are they going to approach her? Like, hello, how you doing? Like, no, they're going to be like, what up, bitch?
Yeah.
And the girl's just expected to what? Take it and grow up in a society where you're just supposed, that's normal? Like, fuck that.
And it's sad that it is the norm. Like, there's so many bad things in society that it is the norm. And music and art does promote that image, right? So I think it's sad, man. I think that's when it can become harmful for society.
Damn, boy, coming with the art question. Check it out. Check it out. Hey, man, what do you got for these sons of suckers?
No, come back.
Hey, make sure you guys subscribe. make sure you guys subscribe down below. So I actually have a music question for you. I have a crazy question for later. I can't wait to get to it. But this is a music question
Go ahead, baby.
for everybody. And I was talking to Eman about it earlier. But there's artists that we grew up listening on or we listened to when we were younger that we no longer listen to. Like Lupe Fiasco, great example for me. Like Lupe Fiasco's dope. And like his old school shit is dope, but if you played his new shit, I probably wouldn't listen to it, right? Like, so what is it about an artist that makes you lose interest in him?
Damn, you know what? When an artist starts off, and especially in hip hop, we've seen it all before. They start off hungry and kind of on the same level as we are. You can hear it in their songs, right?
Okay,
you can hear it, and you hear that
oh,
they're
you
still
put in time,
struggling,
you put
that
in
they're
work.
still
Oh,
that they're still hungry, that they're still fighting for the
My bad, I
same
was
dreams
going
that
a
you
different route.
want, the same things that you want. You can hear it in their music. But after they've been in the game for so long, you kind of they lose their relevance to you because you're not at the same place anymore, right? They become up here with the things that they're around, but then at the same time they can't stay down here because it's not true to their life anymore, right? So they can only relate to people up here at this level. So I think that's when the general public starts losing interest in.
So
the
you
music.
lose interest in an artist when they're so big you can't relate
Not
to
all the time, but a lot of the time that's how it happens.
them. Okay. Eman, what about you?
Damn. I feel like-
Eminem was a prime
What makes you
example of
lose
that.
interest in an artist?
I feel like when you notice that they're not putting effort, like you know what I mean, like
Okay.
he was saying, like
that's
okay,
good.
they're already top
Mumble
shit
rap.
or whatever, shit like that, yeah, and it's like they're
I've always lost interest in that.
They're not putting the effort. They're not giving you like anything for you. Like there's no depth. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Sell out.
Yeah.
They sell the fuck out.
Yeah.
So when you see people not being hungry, that makes you lose interest as an artist?
Well, I mean,
No, not
I don't know if
hungry.
you want to say hungry, but
Like, it doesn't
when
matter
you're
to
putting
me.
No
fucking-
integrity, or?
No, when you notice, dude, you notice hard work.
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
You hear
And
a
you
verse
can
and you're
hear
like, oh,
when
this
someone-
motherfucker sat there for hours,
And you
thinking
can
of
hear
shit.
when someone really digs the music, like when someone's really
Yeah.
into the music. Like
Yeah.
some people do it for. I think when you become more and more famous, your motivations are different. You know, your agenda's different. What you are going for is different, right? So I think you can tell in the music. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I'm at the point where, with me, a lot of the artists that I'm a nanny, and I've got a couple little girls that I sit that are all into Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, and that's cool.
I like all the
That's-
Balenciagas.
Yeah, but then I'm like, you picture. You guys know about Ciroc?
The
The
vodka?
drink?
No, like the girl, like the female MC goddess.
I
gang.
heard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she's dope as
Yeah,
fuck.
she's dope as fuck.
Oh,
So
no.
there's
For real.
there's women like that.
She's dope as fuck.
I've just been focusing on a lot of female MCs lately when I've been kind of upping up my hip hop game. Whereas like Ciroc is like coming in with a message, and like
Very
when
dope.
music is there to inspire you, because that's why I make music. Is like I've got something to fucking say, and there's
Yeah,
something that I'm trying to influence. That's the whole fucking thing of music. Is it's a giant connective fucking force field that you're able to include other people in, just because of the fact that they can fucking hear.
Yeah.
And so there's women like Ciroc that are like, I'm a woman, I'm fucking beautiful, I'm African American, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, I'm up here trying to make shit happen. And then you got Nicki Minaj, it's like, yeah, I wear a thong on stage, I get a lot of dick, and you're just like,
Right.
you're like, sweetheart. Like, why? Yeah, it's just that shit where I'm like,
Hey, so if they don't have a message, you feel like you kind of
well,
lose
if they're
interest in
just
artists.
spitting dumb, meaningless shit because they're selling out and making a bunch of money, like exactly what you said, if they're not trying to pursue something with the music, what are you even doing?
Right.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
For me, if an artist doesn't evolve, I think I kind of lose interest. I think an artist should like define their own style, but then at the same time also be influenced by things that are happening in like the time now. I feel like a lot of artists get caught up on like, oh, this is my sound and like this is what I need to do, and then I kind of just like, man, I'm sick of hearing you do the same thing for like 2 projects.
Word.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to see evolution. That's
Yeah.
how I lose interest in artists.
You either
Hey.
evolve or you disappear.
Ooh. That's why we got
Metamorph
him on
that
the
shit.
podcast. Even, what do you got, man? We're coming back to you, baby.
Come on,
He's
dog.
got the shoulder bounce, that's what he's got.
You meant to always bounce the shoulders, dude.
He's a
No,
ladies man.
hey, I want to know what's one thing.
What's one thing?
What's
I
one
don't
thing?
know why.
Addition.
It doesn't really matter. No.
Yeah,
arithmetic.
don't know why.
What's one thing you want
Keep
to
that in
do
mind.
What?
before you go, dude? Before you're done.
But before I
Here.
die?
Yeah.
Shit.
And this, I mean, yeah, take it how you want.
At least
man.
got a
just
couple
right there.
years.
Just what do you want to do? It could be
How
like
is-
related
Yeah,
to your
at least I
career,
got
related
1,
to
2,
whatever.
3.
How long
want-
until 27?
I want
All
to
right, hold up, one at a time. Here we go.
Past it. I'm
You
playing.
surpassed the 27 club? Fuck yeah!
Yo, I want to have $1 million in cash.
That's the one. thing.
Liquid.
No, actually, in cash.
Okay.
Okay, you. I asked the question. Man.
You go
I'm
ahead.
last.
I wanna go on a tour where I've got an album that's got a message, and I'm starting to do some activism shit and being able to reach a bunch of crowds of people. Like, I want to be able to go to Europe, tour, be able to feed myself, be able to make money and put money aside and go on tour and live that life for at least 5 fucking years.
Hey.
That's where it's at. Straight up.
All right, two things.
What?
One thing. No, hold on. One thing. I definitely want to make peace with cats. I've always hated cats. I always think they got their own agenda. They don't rub up on you because they like you. It's just they want to be rubs. It's like they don't like you. I don't like cats. I never liked cats. Make peace with cats. Second thing is I want to make people smile on a grand level, right? Like I want to have a platform where I can literally, like when people think of Krishan, they just smile, man. They just smile. So I want to make people smile all across the world. That's my
Fuck yeah! Hey, good place to be.
and cats.
Loving
cats.
it.
I just want to
Loving
be
it.
able to love cats
Yeah.
and not feel like
What if you make cats smile?
I don't.
On a grand level.
On a Garfield level.
Like I just follow you everywhere.
Like a cat dentist, maybe.
I don't want them to follow me.
You should meet my cat. My cat's the shit. My cat's great.
There you go. There's your starting point.
Yo,
The quest begins.
Give me a couple years. Give me a
you
couple
spoke
years.
into existence, dude. Wow.
Yeah. It was a big thing for me. It was a big thing for me.
Man, y'all had some deep shit, dude. But
me a
except
hug,
for the
bro.
whole cats. Yeah, I'll give you a high five.
Give me a fucking
All
hug.
right, well, let's make it happen. Whatever it is.
Aww.
E-Man, what do you think?
That was big.
Dude, I just want to like snowboard, dude. You guys went all out, like. I just want to like learn how to snowboard legit and like do some tricks and
He
shit.
said it too. Like,
Wow,
I
dude.
just want to snowboard. Man.
Honestly, yeah, I really want to ollie. I broke 9 out of my 10 toes.
Jesus.
The balance of an autistic baby penguin.
What does your
You
toes
heard
look
it here.
like?
You want to see?
Oh, did you break? Are they broke?
Oh,
They're pretty.
Oh, they look normal.
They're pretty skewed. They're a little crooked. I jumped off a skateboarding ramp.
What's going on? I couldn't even tell though.
Be like,
Oh, my God. Oh, no, dude.
that's my shtick. You heard it here first.
Episode 32. You guys know what it is.
We're getting wild.
E-Man,
getting wild,
fire topic, bro. We're really
Fuego.
You brought the toes out on this one, dude.
Totally.
So, okay, so I have a music question for you guys.
Oh, riffing.
Actually, you know what? You guys want to go music or Lab Boys? Or, I'm sorry, Love Boys.
Love boy. No, let's do both.
No, we done music, so go Love Boys.
Actually, no, okay. What is the craziest lie you've ever told to get out of hanging out with someone? And I'll start. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's like, shit.
Why you asking him?
I
No,
just,
because I
I
have a fucking funny one, man.
Do you?
Oh.
Go.
Here we go. Here we go.
So somebody wanted to hang out with me like a long time, years back, right? And I
Back in
was
the
drunk,
day, when I was
and I was
young.
drunk, and I thought it was a good idea because I wanted to sound righteous, but at the same time not want to hang out with them. So I said, I'm doing a fundraiser. I'm doing a fundraiser for some like earthquake relief.
Damn.
So I just told her like, so it made me look like hella righteous, but
Yeah, no, keep it on the string, you know, don't cut that shit, but
yeah, but
not right now.
I'm just into my charities.
I'm
just
here.
into my charities.
I'm campaigning.
Just campaign. I'm sorry, I can't hang out. I can't hang, but I can campaign.
I'm voting for.
Hey!
I'm voting for city council right now.
Drew Glover!
Hey, E-Man, what about you, bro?
I mean-
I've had a class with him.
And I can't really think of anything besides saying I'm on the way and then just being like I
You
got
know-
pulled over or something and then like I can't make it home. See, back in the day I didn't have a driver's license and I used to drive a lot without a
Damn,
driver's
just
license. So
admitting-
if I got pulled over,
Admitting
it was
you-
done. The car was gone. So, you know, that's I guess.
Yeah.
My car got
That's a
impounded.
crazy lie.
So you just lie on the cops?
Just lying on the cup.
Yo, man, they got me.
Lying on the beat.
They
See,
got
the
me
fucked
again.
up part was that it actually happened a couple of times. I was on
karma.
my way to hang out
kinda
with someone
karma.
and I got pulled over.
That's fucked up.
Wow, wow, wow.
I've also said I'm like in some like other country and shit when I wasn't.
Oh, no.
That's a little fucked up.
Come call in your house. Oh, I got caught.
You win some, you lose some. Mine wasn't really a lie out of hanging out with someone, but I was supposed to go to a family brunch the next day, and me and my best friend Malia Who's turning 20 today in India?
Happy birthday!
Oh, happy birthday, Malia.
shout
I forgot it was Malia.
Yeah, I
forgot it was Malia.
I actually forgot about that. But happy birthday,
Malia. It's been so long.
You've changed so much over the
birthday.
years.
Yeah.
We're all proud of you.
You've definitely evolved. And tell your mom and dad I said hi.
Yeah, tell me.
Come on.
Yeah. No, so we got these parties called Renegades here in Santa Cruz
I
where
didn't realize you had a cap on your desk.
oh, it
On your
says
shirt.
for the homies. He's pouring out some milk. I got it at
kinda dope.
Walmart.
That's kinda dope.
Walmart's woke. Straight up. But so we were youngins and we had snuck out of the house to go to this Renegade. My friends throw him and we got to the party. Might have been tripping balls. I won't disclose that.
Don't disclose
But,
it. Don't disclose it.
But we get
Big mate.
So we get up to the party and they're like still setting up and they're like, Triana, will you untangle the cords? My high ass was like, and so they give me this mound of cords and I'm seeing these like snakes and little worms
shit.
and they're like going back and forth and I'm sitting there, I'm trying to untangle it and I don't notice this giant like sub on a stand right next to me and I'm on the ground. I had to sit down for this. I was like, all right, here we are. Whew. And I was going ham and then some drunk motherfucker knocks the stand and it falls, lands directly on my face and then into my lap and I'm like,
Damn.
You are an
Feel
injured motherfucker.
yeah, I'm like, I feel like something's wrong, but I didn't feel it.
What happened?
I was like, yeah, I'm starting to see red in one of my eyes. I'm like, I wonder. So I walk. Yeah, exactly. So I walk up to Malia and I'm like, Malia, am I okay? Like, am I chill? And she's like, Triana, your face is gushing blood. And I'm like, oh shit. So we wrap a bandana all tight. We go back to her house, sneak into the room. We sit there, we wait until the next morning because we're not gonna be like, I need to go to a hospital because we snuck out and went to a party in the middle of fucking woods. Like, no, that's not how you do it.
My brains are bashed.
Don't do that.
Yo, Pops, my brains.
You can't count. My brains are bashed. It's done.
Sorry, Dad. But yeah, so the next morning, her mom
Not a
goes to
birthday
work,
bash.
and we're just wandering around the house, being like, "How am I gonna go to the hospital? Like, what excuse could we possibly make to be like, my face is cracked open. I need to get stitches, like in my gourd. Like, all right." So we're walking around, and she has a little dog.
Yeah.
Starts humping my leg, and I trip over it and almost fall into this chest.
This is an
And
eventful
I'm like, this is it. So we colored the corner of the chest in red Sharpie and colored on it like, the dog humped my leg and I tripped and fell into the chest. Like, I need to go to the doctor. And we went to the doctor and we never got caught.
Damn.
Until now.
Hey, good thing they don't watch the fucking.
Yeah, don't. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
Dang, that is crazy.
Sorry, April.
Now y'all know.
Hey, the craziest lie that I ever told, and it's not actually that crazy of a lie, but you know the full story behind it. But I told someone that I had to go to football practice.
We know all of us.
I've never played football in my life.
Neither.
My whole fucking life. It's fucked up because I was hanging out with this one chick. We were dating for a bit, and then we stopped dating, and I made plans. He knows the whole story. I made yo, I made So I made plans to hang out with this chick. Okay, I'd stopped talking to this other girl, and I made plans to hang out with this chick. New girl who actually wanted to date. But the other chick, she wanted to talk or something, so I decided to meet up with the other chick and talk. The new girl that I was talking to, I didn't know what to say, so I was like, hey, I have football practice. And it seemed like that's a wholesome thing. Like, this is back when MySpace was around. Like, people can't really check up on you and shit. If I said football practice, it's football practice, right? Like, it's popping.
You can get away with it at that point. There ain't no Snapchat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he's playing football. Like, that's wholesome, right? That's cool.
You're not looking at all your pictures to see if you're in a football uniform and anything.
But somehow the chick that I actually went to kick it with, she found out or whatever, and then she hit up the other chick and was like, "Oh, does he play football?"
Damn.
You got snitched on quick.
I was like, yo. So yeah, that's the craziest lie I ever told. It didn't work out. Don't lie, man. That's no good. It's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. What are you doing? Hey, it's motherfucking Lab Boys podcast.
Oh my God.
You guys should know what it is. We're gonna go back to E-Man for one more motherfucking
I
topic.
didn't know you were coming back to me, man.
Surprise, baby!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Am I in a podcast? What's going on?
What is going on here?
What? Why are you guys treating like it's a podcast?
maybe a little serious, you know.
Okay.
Life after death. Is it a thing?
Man,
Does it
death is
exist?
a big
Is it
thing on your
not?
mind.
What's going on there? What happens? You just rot?
I think we just like get
Decompose?
our energy just gets released back into the universe. You know.
Honestly, man, I believe in afterlife. Man. I believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell though. I just think
Is that out of like?
no, but I honestly think if you were a bad person throughout your life, you just die in the ground, and that's your form of hell.
But if you're good,
But if you're good, I think there's afterlife for you, or maybe you just get thrown back out into the universe like that. That's
Like,
how
that is that. Okay.
you know what I mean.
Shit.
Yeah, so I've been fucking around with
I
lucid.
thought you I've been to heaven. No, that's great.
Don't you see this face?
So-
This is
Hold up, she said lucid though. Hold up. What?
yeah. So I've been fucking around with lucid dreaming for a couple years.
I had a phase
Astral
about that.
projection?
Yeah. So if you put mugwort under your pillow, I smoked it in spliffs, way more effective. So it helps you to lucid dream. So a couple years ago, I smoked a bunch of mugwort spliffs, went to sleep, and saw this crazy shit. So I died in this dream. And what happened was I figured out my whole agnostic phase of life. So in my dream, I died, and I went straight, like, sucked down into the center of the earth. And inside the center of the earth was this giant, so you know how a rubber band ball is?
Right.
Rubber band ball.
Yeah, you just picture that,
It's a
and it's a
rubber
bunch
band
of different tubes, and there's a bunch of different, like, energy valves. And so I got swooped into one of these energy valves,
Right.
and everybody in that same valve is all of your past lives. Like when you have one of that random memory where you're like, how the fuck do I know this?
that's
Or you
dope.
meet someone and it's kismet. They're part of your same energy valve, and opposites attract, opposite ends of the energy pool.
Right.
And every time that one is put back in, another one goes out. And you basically, all you're doing is this energy ball is collective consciousness.
Yes.
And so what you do is you gather a piece of energy for your valve, which is your contribution to the collective consciousness. So everything is always recycling, and you may come out and be reincarnated, but it might be a little bit later, and you're gonna have to get. So I don't believe in heaven or hell.
Yeah.
I believe that you go into
No.
every different life learning a new thing.
Yeah.
There's a new purpose for you in every phase of existence.
Damn,
and then
that's
at the end,
crazy.
you just go
That's
back to
crazy.
collective consciousness. You're like, what up? I learned some shit. Here you go.
That's crazy.
And
That's
then I
deep.
woke up from my dream.
That's some deep shit.
That's
That's
kinda cool.
awesome.
Hey.
Woo!
It's
Some
a-
trippy fucking hippie shit.
That's just sick.
That's what it is.
Sick
We're
as
taking
fuck.
it out of this world. Krishan, what do you got for him, man? Before we sign off.
This is not love, boy. Oh, all right. I thought you had a crazy question. No, hey, I want to know what is your. We've all partied before, you know. Did we go Love Boys once at all today?
No, I don't think we did. I'll get you.
Okay, cool. Hey, what we've all drank, we've all partied, we'll have fun. What is your craziest drunken moment?
Fuck. Why don't you start?
All right. So here's one. I know I've had a lot. I think of. I came home one day and I remember this for some reason. It was like 6 a.m. and this is I live. I came down and I peed. I was peeing on the fireplace, right?
Okay.
My brother comes out. It's 6 a.m. I'm just peeing on the fireplace. In the living room, my brother comes out and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm peeing, dude." And like I thought it was normal. I was like, "What the fuck, dude? I'm peeing, dude." So I'm peeing, and then he's like, "Dude, you're peeing on the fireplace." I'm like, "Dude, get out of here. I'm peeing, dude. Give me some fucking privacy." So I pee in there, blah, blah. I go to sleep. I wake up. My mom comes in the room, right? And she's like, she's on the floor. She's like, "You pee on the floor?" And I was like, "Oh, Mom, like, what are you doing? Like, get out of here." She's like, "You peed on the floor?" And I was like, "No, it was the dog, right? It was Kenny." And then she's like,
Kenny,
and then
Boy, Kenny.
yeah, she's like,
Kenny.
no, then she's like, "That's your pee." And I was like,
Your mom
my mom
knows
just
it.
knows my pee.
She does, dude.
So then I was like, "Mom, jeez." I got out of bed. I don't know what I was gonna accomplish getting out of bed. I was like, "Watch." I got out of bed. Instead of like pants, I had a t-shirt collar wrapped around my waist. I was just wearing a t-shirt for pants. And
Fucking battle ready, being fucking ready.
And then I looked at my Facebook the next day and I looked and it was a post that I put like as I was drunk, and it was like, all you need in your life is your family. I wasn't with my family that night before. I don't know why I wrote that.
Damn.
Some crazy shit.
That is some wild shit. What were you drinking?
I don't know, man. A lot of shit.
Can't remember.
Hennessy. But a lot of Hennessy.
Hey, that's some drunk shit. The drunkest fucking, well, that's actually not that crazy, but when we were in Vegas, we were drinking I think I was 16 at the time, we were drinking 151, and something happened in the room where one person stopped. We all split one bottle of 151, and like one person stopped drinking, so there was like an extra bottle, and I was like, I got that. Fucking handle. And I didn't get that. I didn't handle it. I think I drank. So I drank some. We made it out into the streets, and something about hitting like 100-degree streets just like cut me off. And I walked a good like 20 to 30 steps, and then I kind of just sat down for a while, and then just started puking all over myself. It was like, oh man, get this guy a towel.
And it's funny too, because as that was happening to him, one of the guys that we were with was looking at sunglasses, and he didn't steal the sunglasses, but the guy at the sunglasses stand accused us of stealing sunglasses. So while we're trying to take care of all of us, sitting on the streets of Vegas with sunglasses on like this, the guy's like, you stole my sunglasses. We're like, dude, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, this guy's puking on himself. Like, give us our sunglasses. We're like, dude, jeez, this is the worst day of our lives, dude.
It was fun times. I haven't drank 151 since then.
I don't think any of us have drank
Understandable.
151 since.
Should.
Nah, dude, fuck that.
Eman, what about you? Wild story?
Wild and
for the
crazy
boys?
kids.
Ooh, it probably
Yeah,
has
one for
to
the
be-
boys. One for the boys. A little story for the boys. One for the boys.
Wow, way back. Boardwalk days. So we used to work at the boardwalk.
That's pretty far back.
Yeah. You guys were at my house. You guys had a bottle of Jose Cuervo.
Oh, I don't have that.
And you guys were drinking.
Yeah,
when
right.
I rolled up, you
Prove
guys
it.
were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
7-8 shots deep. Or
That's a
so
lot
that's
of-
what I was told.
That's a lot of shots to be deep.
One of the two decided, let's pour this full cup. And just
What does
a
that
regular
mean?
cup. I don't know which one.
You
it
look at
was.
me in the
I think I
eyes.
remember this.
But I caught up. I guess I caught up those 8 shots or 7 shots.
Yeah.
I just chugged that
It was
shit.
in a cup.
And I think that's all I remembered. I was drinking Heineken.
I think I
And
remember
those are
this.
the 2 things I can't drink.
Do you
to
remember
this day.
anything?
No. This
I
was,
remember you guys walking me home with my pants halfway down. I
Your
remember
pants
that.
are always half.
No, but like more than usual.
it's mad awkward.
It wasn't
Sag
just,
lifestyle.
it wasn't just sagging though. It was like, get this fool's pants up. Get
Get his pants up, bro.
Get his pants.
Get his pants. Get him off.
Shit.
That's
But
Jose
yeah, that was-
Cuervo.
I don't know. I can't drink those 2 anymore.
That's rough.
Dude, well, dude, all these drinks are not drinks that we miss. Like 151.
Well, I kinda-
Jose Cuervo, I don't miss any of
Jose
it.
Cuervo and Heineken's a nasty mix, dude.
Straight up.
Triana, what do you think?
I can't drink vodka anymore.
No shit.
Oh, tell us why. Tell us why.
So this has happened about 8 times.
Shit.
If Malia ever watches this, she's just gonna
Malia,
laugh
happy
to herself.
birthday.
Malia, happy birthday.
Tell your,
So
mom,
she's-
tell your mom and dad to say hi. It's been
Yeah,
a long time.
she,
We miss you.
yeah, so she's helped me out every time. Shout out to my girl. But so I let's say one of the times I was at this fool's house that we used to go party at all the time, and he had some Grey Goose, and there was this other fool, Damien, that was talking a bunch of shit to me. He's like 250-pound guy, and he's like, you can't drink for shit. And I was like, oh yeah, bitch, like what's up? And so we had a shot off, and he drank 13 shots. I drank 14 shots.
Oh shit.
And I proceeded to run outside, and Malia ran outside looking for me, and she was like, where's Triana? Like, I wonder where Triana is. Like, what the fuck is happening? And she just hears this giggling from out of nowhere. And she's like, Triana, where are you? And I just apparently slithered out from underneath the parked car and was like, what up? And I've done it like 8 different times. Every time I drink vodka,
you always
I'll run
under cars?
outside and like
Just
hide under a
slither
car
out?
and
Wow,
just be like a
total snake.
lizard.
Wow.
She's like, what happens if a car turns on? I'll be like, you knew how to play the game. Like, I'm a hide and seek specialist on vodka.
That is some
Can't
real
do that
underground
shit
shit.
anymore.
That's
On to the next course.
literally.
Straight got swifty, dude.
I apparently think it's funny. I don't remember
That's a dope
thinking it was
story.
funny, but
That's pretty funny.
Fucking hiding tactics. I like it.
what's up, man?
What
Love
are you
boys.
doing?
Hey, I have a motherfucking love, boys. This is you wanted it, so here it
I
goes.
wanted it.
Got it.
Then we'll probably close out after this.
Close it.
Would you rather be Loved or understood?
What the fuck? Why would you break those two apart?
Hey, man,
Because it doesn't always come together.
Love and understood.
But why? Okay, but like, why do they need to be separate?
If they had to be.
Isn't to be loved to be understood?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah,
No,
that's
for
what I
real
was just
though.
saying. I was
How
just
can
saying
somebody
that to
truly?
myself.
How can you be truly loved if you are not understood at all? Okay, let's with respect to your question,
With respect.
that idiot question.
Say with respect, dude.
Hey.
Respect.
I would definitely just be
Respect.
loved with respect to your
Okay.
question.
So you'd rather
Respect.
be loved. If you had to choose, you'd rather be loved.
But I don't think you can be truly loved if the person doesn't understand you as
Yeah,
a
what the
person.
fuck? That's
You've
why I was saying what I was saying.
loved someone and like not understood
understood
them.
them?
But you understand everybody that
You can
that
initially love.
Like
I think you
family?
can initially love someone.
I feel like if you fully understand someone, you love them.
Family.
But you can love people and not understand them.
That is fucking. I like the way you move, dude. Shake it.
Like a Polaroid
got-
picture.
shake
Hey,
it,
shake it, shake it, sugar. Shake it like a Polaroid.
Hey, okay. Email, what do you
my
say? Would you rather be loved or understood?
Email agrees with me on this one.
That's so hard, dude. I mean, loved and
Damn.
understood. I feel like
I want both.
Understood.
nah, but what the fuck? Define understood then.
I mean, I can't really toss like
The opposite of misunderstood.
Come on,
Come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
Missy Elliott.
come on. Dude. Let's just say.
Hold that thing
What did you
down,
say?
flip it and
Love?
reverse
You rather
it.
be loved?
I said love. I shouldn't. Dude, you pick
I'm gonna
your
say
own.
yeah. I'm gonna say understood. I'd rather be understood. Yeah.
What? And then the person don't love you. What if the girl of
They
your
gonna
dreams?
understand me, dog.
What if
so-
the girl of your dreams comes up to you and says, "What's up, me man? I can either love you or I can understand you."
Well, then you're just trying to get some pussy. You're like, I want to be loved,
Yeah, how are we gonna
bitch. Like,
communicate? How is that gonna be like?
I don't understand you, but I love you.
How's
right?
that gonna be like? I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna be like a tease. Like there's not gonna be like.
So you say understood.
Not
You can't have one without the other.
All right. So you say understood.
Yeah, I have to say understood. 'Cause it's
Whack.
I don't know.
Okay. Strong, what do you think? Would you rather be loved or understood?
I just don't think you can have one without the other.
me neither.
I gotta
It's hard
say
to
that
tell
I
them apart.
agree with both of you. I don't think there's really a difference once somebody loves you. But that's the thing, though,
bad
is
question.
I mean like
a bad
unconditional love.
No, when
is
we
to
say love, we
understood.
mean love.
Yeah,
like, love,
exactly.
love,
Oh,
love.
boys, we get
But
it.
Do you think there are stages of love? Like the. Do you think there's stages of love?
oh,
Because-
most definitely.
So do you think? So what love are we talking about then?
It's up for interpretation.
Come
man.
on,
Would
dude.
you rather
Just
be
love
loved
or
or understood?
We need
It's really-
specifics right now.
All right, so
Shit.
I'll say this. I would
What would you
say
say? So
I'd rather
sick
be
you saying
understood
things.
than loved. And I think that you can love someone with all your heart and not understand them, like with family. Like there's a lot of people that I love, but I don't understand, and I have to.
Okay, but
distance
we're not
myself.
talking. We're talking about love, boys. Here, we're
Like
not talking
relationships?
about love, family. Yeah, we're not. Are we talking about that?
I'm talking about relationships, but at the same time, I 100% think that you can love someone and not understand them.
when
I'm
it
talking
comes
about
to
being
family,
understood.
yeah, but when
Okay,
it comes to a
okay.
relationship, I feel like that understanding should have.
I know there's people in relationships now that love.
I just think your love becomes more true the more you understand somebody. So true love is
or
to
the more you
understand
understand
somebody.
someone, the more you love.
I think
them.
ultimately it's better to have both.
This
Obviously.
is a very philosophical question.
Dude, you wanted to go love
Philosophical?
boys.
It's very philosophical.
This is
I changed it.
This is a real waffle
No, you
sandwich.
got yourself. I respect that.
Thank you.
Hey, it's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. This has been episode. Is it 32?
32.
Hey, it's
Big
Japanese.
Daddy Love.
It's motherfucking 32. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna keep the camera rolling because Triana's gonna play us a song.
here we go.
which
Look
is
at my
super dope.
guitarra.
While she gets ready, I'm gonna wrap off some announcements. Coffee and Hip Hop. That's every motherfucking Tuesday at UC and SC. You know what it is.
Every
From
Tuesday
7 to 8:30. Also November 3rd. Have a costume party at Bocce's. That is Halloween weekend. It's gonna be lit. You're gonna be there, right? You're gonna be there. It's gonna be super fucking lit. Always 88 over everything. My boy Killer K.
Are we posting this tonight?
E-Man Days? No.
Thursday.
Oh, cool.
Goes on Thursdays. And yeah, Triana.
You want me to do?
I have a show on Wednesday. You won't know until today, but you would have wished you did.
Ooh.
All right.
Chills.
Yeah, nobody sweet surrender, my favorite disgrace. Yeah, I look for you in shadows on my wall. Just wish they were you coming close, afraid to admit what my body's been wanting. Trying to keep my composure. Lukewarm lullabies keep me warm on the nights that you're gone. How can I retrace the nights we've clung? I'm coming undone. How come nobody want me? Blue eyes can hypnotize, yeah. How come nobody told me, yeah, that I couldn't compromise? Nobody told me that blue eyes can hypnotize. Nobody told me that I couldn't compromise. I surmise my future beneath creamy thighs, yeah. Nobody told me that blue eyes can hypnotize. Nobody told me that I couldn't compromise. I surmise my future beneath creamy thighs. Nobody told me blue eyes could hypnotize, and nobody warned me that it's such could light me on fire. Now my mind's ablaze. Sit back, amaze. You're my sweet surrender, my favorite disgrace. Give me one more taste. How come nobody told me? Blue eyes can hypnotize, yeah. How come nobody warned me, yeah, that I couldn't compromise? Nobody told me that blue eyes can hypnotize, yeah.
Damn.
Hey.
Woo!
Hey, Charlie.
Hey.
Dude, that was amazing.
That was super dope.
killer,
Thank you so
yo.
much for joining the motherfucking
Fuck.
Thank you for having me, guys. This
Hey.
is fucking dope.
Dude, like
They're
literally,
pretty dope.
this is dope. Like,
Pretty fucking dope.
Appreciate that shit.
that was crazy.
Hey.
Yo, everybody, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like shit like this. If you like
Hey.
shit like us,
Like
hit that,
that,
subscribe button.
that.
Hit that post notification bell right next to it. That way you get reminded every time we release a video. We are out. Episode 32, Lab Boys
Hey.
Podcast. #LabBoys. Woo!
That's 88.
Peace.